let's go in order of stuff here. Let's talk about what happened yesterday, okay? Because people are curious what happened. And now that the story is completed, now I can actually tell you the story, okay? So, why did I have an interruption yesterday? Also, why have I been frustrated about, things recently? Allow me to explain. So, as you guys know, I'm a full-time streamer, full-time content creator, and that means that I need to have really, really good internet. If I don't have good internet, unlimited, upload and download and all of that at the good speeds, I would never be able to be a full-time content creator, right? So, I have 2 different internet business lines here at my house, all right? One line I have literally right here in the office, right next to me. And this line is 100% for everything that I do, uploading and downloading on streams, period. That's what it's for. I literally use it for nothing else, okay? So that one has the faster speeds. It's got, the higher capacity. It's the more expensive of the 2 lines. I have a second internet line in my house. This one is downstairs, not upstairs. That one is the wireless setting. Basically what that one's for is for everything else. My cell phone, connected to it. My wife's cell phone, connected to it. Our TV downstairs, wirelessly connected to it. Game consoles and the like that are using wireless are connected to that one downstairs. So that way, this modem is solely for uploading, downloading, and playing games online. And anything else we do in this house is on the other modem. That way they don't interfere. You'll never have, because my wife turned on the TV downstairs or whatever, oops, now the internet is affected and stuff like that, okay? It's been like that forever. 9 years I've lived here in this home because that's the best way to do it. Now, here's the really weird thing about this. When I moved out here 9 years ago, all right, I was told by my internet company, there is no way that you can have 2 internet lines on one account. What? What? Why? And I've never, in the 9 years that I've been with this company, had any kind of explanation. No valid explanation whatsoever as to why. So, I need to have multiple accounts with this company in order to do that. Okay? It makes no sense at all. At all. And yes, I have to pay 2 separate internet lines. I can't just have one bundled line. It's 2 separate accounts and all of that. Okay? Now, for the time that I've been with this company, the way that they deal with stuff is they do bundles. 3-year bundles of service. What does that mean? Well, it means that if you get multiple services, you save money, and they sign you into a 3-year agreement to lock into a certain price. Once the 3-year agreement is up, you have to renegotiate with the company to get the best price for the best value and also the services you need, okay? When I first moved in here 9 years ago, okay, things were a lot different. Back then, you couldn't even really get any of these on-demand subscription internet-based TV services. They weren't prominent 9 years ago. They were just starting. So at that point, I still had cable TV, if you can believe it. Yeah, I still had 2 different cable lines going through my house. One was going to my bedroom, and one was going to my living room downstairs. And I had cable boxes. Yes, all that old legacy tech. I had it all, okay? And that was my first agreement that I had with this company. For 3 years, I had 2 internet lines, an actual home phone line, separate from like my cell phones and stuff, but a separate home phone line, plus 2 cable TV lines. So I had a lot of service coming into this house from this company, all right? What's happened is, over the last 9 years, I have phased out a lot of these services. First of all, the first thing to go, the TVs are not needed. The cable TV is so expensive. I'm not kidding. When I got rid of it, I was paying like $80 to $90 a month for it. What the holy hell do they think they're doing? $90 a month for cable TV? You can get like 4 different subscription services over the internet for the price of the cable TV. That's insane. Why would I do the cable TV, right? That's just insane. So that was the first thing. that I cut. I was like, that is a huge waste of money, and I cut that right out of there. Over the years, I tried my best to phase things in and out. One of the things that was always really silly was the way that this house was set up, because 9 years ago when I moved into this house, I was told, oh, well, for you to have all this service in your house isn't equipped for it. So we have to install all this extra equipment to get your house to work with all this equipment. But the thing is, over the years, I've been phasing out all the service. The only, real service I need in this house right now is the 2 internet lines. That's it, okay? So why am I telling you all of this? Well, because this is my 9th year in this house, and so I was starting up, essentially, a new contract with my internet company. So I had to call. Well, I take that back. I could have called, but I decided to do the chat. I did the online chat where you just go connect to an agent. And basically this was about, I want to say 2 weeks ago. I think it was about 2 weeks ago, where it was my day off. And here's the thing, because you guys might say, Phil, why don't you do this kind of stuff on your days when you're working? All right. I'm going to tell you exactly why. All right. So it was my day off, and my wife is getting ready for us to go out for the day. So I said, all right, I got a little bit of time. She's getting ready. She's putting on her makeup and all of that. It's going to take a while. Let me go into the office and let me try to set up the renewal of all the contracts and all of that for the next 3 years. Let me do it. So I go into, the chat, and I'm talking with this agent, okay? And every time I do this, I get told different things. Oh, the service is improved. You can get this better one. You could do this. You could do this. They try to upsell you. Oh, well, you bundle this in with this and this. No, I like my things how they are. I'm going to keep it how they are. But what if you bundle this? No. I just told you. I don't want that. They try to upsell the shit out of you because they make a lot of money doing that, okay? If they bundle all their stuff together, they make an insane amount of commission trying to upsell you. So, I shit you not. On my day off 2 weeks ago, it took me almost 2 hours. I'm not exaggerating. 2 fucking hours in a chat to work with an agent or customer service rep to renegotiate my contracts, to get into new 3-year agreements, to sign those agreements, and to get everything set up. 2 fucking hours. One of the things that really sucks about using the chat, the good news is when you use a chat, a lot of times you don't have to wait. If I called on the phone, every time I've ever called this company, I'm waiting 45 minutes before I speak with a human. Okay? It's always been like that. But if I get in the chat, I can usually talk to them right away. But here's the catch. When you're in a chat, you type them something, they can take 10 minutes to respond. What the fuck are you doing? You going taking a dump? You're picking your ass? You're talking to your friends there in the office? Why aren't you answering me? But they take their sweet time. There's nothing you can do about it. You just got to wait for the response, right? It's not like on the phone, we're like, hello, are you there? Hello, I'm right here. Why aren't you talking to me? Right? So, yeah, I'm not kidding. 2 hours. Now, the good news is I renewed both internet lines for 3 years. One of my internet lines for free is getting an upgrade to be faster. It doesn't even, it's just standard now that you would have this faster speed. So I get it for nothing. I'm not paying any extra for it. And in fact, after the renegotiations, okay, my actual price on the internet is going down for the first year. And then it goes slightly up year 2. And then year 3, it goes to basically what I'm paying now anyway. So basically, with this renegotiation, a lot of stuff is decreasing in price. That's great. I'm going to save some money for a couple of years, right? Sounds good. But a couple things. One of the things is they're going to basically come out and uninstall a lot of the old shit that I don't use anymore. That is just kind of sitting around. Old wires, old splitters, all kinds of old equipment and shit needs to be removed from the house. Okay? So basically what they say is they want to have a tech come out to uninstall the junk, to check on the equipment, possibly upgrade the existing equipment if possible, and to run the new software settings or whatever so I get the better speeds. And I was like, so someone really has to come out here to do that? They're like, yes. I'm like, all right, fine. Let's do it. So I wanted to do it as soon as possible, and the soonest I could have got them out here was yesterday. Okay? Now keep in mind, this was almost 2 weeks ago when I scheduled all of this. The earliest day they could get someone come out here was yesterday. All right? So I knew that I was going to have an interruption during a stream, and there was nothing I could do about it. All right. And I was assured it wouldn't be a large interruption. Oh, this will take like 20 minutes is what they say. All right. Whatever you say. I know that's bullshit, but whatever you say. Okay. So where we left it is renewing my internet contracts. I'm going to actually save money this time. The price is going down and then just going to equivalent to what it is now already. So I'm not increasing my price. I'm locking into my service for 3 years. Everything's good. Okay. Someone's going to come out here. They're going to uninstall old legacy equipment or whatever, upgrade equipment to new stuff, and that's that. All right, great. This sounds good to me. All right? So everything's well and good. We're good to go. A week passes. All of a sudden, I get an automated message from the company, a text message. Oh, you now have a second appointment set up for another install the next week. What? What the hell is this? Why do I automatically have an appointment set up for an install the next week? I never spoke with anyone about this. No one ran it by me. No one made sure that I was available that date and time. Why am I getting an automatic second appointment? What the hell is this? I don't even know. Now, once again, I absolutely knew that doing anything with this was going to be a major pain in my ass. So I waited until my day off again this week to deal with it. I knew if I tried to call or talk to someone during a work day, I wouldn't have time to do it. I told you, it took 2 hours for me to sign up for my new internet contracts. So I knew if I call, it was not going to work during a work day. I got to stream, right? So I waited till my day off. So a few days ago, it's my day off again. And, you know, my wife again is getting ready to go out. All right, I'll deal with it now. Okay? So this time around, I go to do the chat, and it says, no chat agents are available today. What? No chat agents are available today to chat with you. You have to call us. What the hell is that? Why? Well, that's stupid. They're supposed to be there 24/7, and no chat agents are available. All right. So I have to call. Already it's a huge hassle. So I call, and I put my information in. Of course, none of the options in the menu are like talking about, oh, you have a second installation appointment for no reason. You don't know why, and you want to talk to someone about it. Of course, there's no menu option for that. So you're fucking around with the automated menu trying to figure out, put me somewhere to talk to somebody. I'm not kidding. I had to go wait on hold 25 minutes, and the phone hung up on me. I was not pleased. Okay? To say the least. That really pissed me off. So I had to do it again. And then eventually I get to talk to a rep. I'm not kidding, it probably took me about 45 minutes to finally get a rep on the line. I talked to now this is a sales rep. I explained the situation. And the sales rep says, well, yes, I see in the system you have one appointment for your first date, which was yesterday, but you have another appointment for next week. I said, I never made that appointment. I don't even know what that appointment's for. I need to talk to someone about this and figure out what is going on. All right, well, we don't deal with that. We're going to have to forward you to the booking department, and they'll talk to you about it. All right? All right, fine, whatever. So they forward me over to this other department. You know, a woman picks up, incredibly heavy accent. So you know this is not in the United States. This is a call center somewhere, okay? When you get to a call center somewhere, you know that they have no ability to help you. I'm sorry, it's just the case. You get forwarded to a call center. Call centers mean they just sit there, they read a script. And if you go off the script, they can't help you, okay? So I'm talking to some woman in a call center, and she says, okay, here's what happened. You have 2 accounts. So when you initially did that 2-hour conversation with the sales rep to renew your contract, he put up the installation appointment for one of your accounts. But you need 2 installation appointments because you have 2 accounts. And I said, no, I don't. I'm going to have 1 appointment where 1 tech will come out here and do all of the work. I'm not going to do 2 appointments for you because you don't know how to run your company. I'm going to have 1 appointment. It's that simple. I'm not wasting time with you. We're going to have 1 appointment, and it's all going to happen. And this woman, her brain proceeded to melt through her ears, all over her shoulders, because she probably had never heard something like that before. She had no idea what to do, okay? She couldn't change the appointment. I said, well, can I talk to your supervisor? Can you forward me to another department? She had no idea what to do. She literally admitted to me on the phone, I have no clue. All I do is read a script. I don't know what to do at all. I said, can you help me in any way? No. Oh, you can't? No, there's nothing I can do. All I can do is reschedule appointments. So if you want to change the dates and times of these appointments, I can do that. But outside of that, I can't help you with only having one appointment. Like, there's no way to do that. The system doesn't allow for it. There's no supervisor she has that can interject or help. She has no one to go to. She just sits there and does this all day at a call center and has no power to do anything. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so what do we do now? And she's like, well, I don't know. I was like, well, she said, here's what I want to do. I want to send you back to sales. You want to send me back to the sales department, the department that I took 45 minutes to talk to and couldn't help me and directed me to you. Okay. So she tried and said, oh, I can't get sales on the line. I said, no kidding. It took me 45 minutes to get them on the line. What makes you think you're going to get them on the line? So literally, she lied to me. She had no idea what she was doing. And she lied to me and said, someone will follow up with me. No one followed up with me. Okay? So then what I proceeded to do was I contacted the social media team for my company. And I explained the whole situation. I said, this is the stupidest thing ever. You guys don't know how to run your company. They agreed with me. They said, this makes no sense. One person should be coming out to do all the work. So what they said they were going to do was notate in the account everything going on. Okay? When the tech came out, if they needed to interject, they were going to try or whatever. And basically, they were going to try to figure all this out. Okay, good for you. Right? Whatever you say. So, knowing that basically all this meant nothing and I had wasted all that time. So again, that was probably another 90 minutes to 2 hours again on my day off. Wasted. Trying to figure all this out. Is anything going to come of it? Right? So now fast forward to yesterday. So, my first appointment for an install, all right, is supposed to be yesterday between 12 and 2. But I don't know when they're showing up. They could show up at 12. They could show up at 2. Or they could show up any time in between. And you won't know until they're like 5 minutes out. So now you know why yesterday I had no idea what to tell you guys was going to happen during the stream. I had no clue. So while we decided to do the Honda placement matches for ranked, all of a sudden, I get a text, oh, they're 5 minutes out, they're going to be here. Oh, great, right? So, basically, I hurried through my Honda placement matches. I had to cut the stream short, because the guy was at the gate. I'm not even kidding, like, he was here, all right? So the guy shows up, and I let him in. And I explain the situation. He goes, this is not the first time I've heard this. This will not be the last time I've heard this. This is incredibly dumb. I agree with you. First of all, you shouldn't need to have 2 accounts for 2 internet lines. There's some weird way, some reason why the company does it that way. He says it's always been that way. They don't seem to want to change it. And it's a big hassle because there's multiple businesses who have internet lines more than one. And they need to have like 10 accounts. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense, but that's how they do it. He says, in addition, yes, this whole thing is wrong. I should be here to do all the work. He goes, but guess what? I have a job assigned to me. My job today is to upgrade one of your internet lines to do a different install, which was news to me. I was like, a different install? What are you talking about? And to remove some equipment. So that's the job he had. He didn't have the job for the other internet line. So he's like, technically, I can't really do anything for the other internet line equipment-wise. That doesn't mean I can't do other stuff while I'm here, because I'm here, I'm going to help you out as much as I can. All right? So basically, here's what happened yesterday. Okay? You ready? Here's what happened yesterday. Hold on one second, everybody. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so here's what actually went down when the install guy showed up. First of all, the guy was very friendly, knew everything about everything, was incredibly informed, not only on what he was here to do, but on new products and all. We had great conversations that basically in the next few years, I may actually be able to get rid of the 2 internet lines. Right now, it probably still wouldn't make sense, but in the next few years, I may be able to get rid of one of these 2 internet lines, only get one that's like the highest capacity, and it should be enough to handle everything. Plus, apparently, they're going to be doing infrastructure upgrades and things. And when they do that, I might be good to go forever. Like, I won't have to worry about all this nonsense ever again. Okay? So that was good news. Okay? Now, did he do any hardware upgrades whatsoever? You ready for this one? No. He literally didn't upgrade anything. He didn't have to upgrade my modem in the office. He didn't have to upgrade the modem downstairs. I kept all the same equipment. So why did he have to come out? Well, there was two reasons. Reason number one is because with this new package that I got something new that literally the customer service rep didn't even tell me I was getting. Okay? What I received is a totally new piece of equipment. It's weird because I don't know if I'm ever going to utilize this. Okay? Here's what it is. It is a cellular backup device. Okay? What does that mean? It means that for some reason, if my internet goes down, all right, I have a device that I can plug in my PC into it. And instead of using the internet lines like I use now, it's a cellular phone internet service device that will connect to the satellites that the cell phone services use and give me temporary internet. Now, is it good internet? No, it's 4G quality internet. It's outdated. And in fact, the guy outright admitted to me, he's like, this is not fast enough to do anything you're doing. He's like, you're not going to be able to be streaming. He's like, if you do it, if you try, it might work. It'll be choppy. He's like, it's not going to be good. This is for basic internet use. If basically your internet goes out, you'll have a means to connect to the internet. And by the way, it's like this huge thing. It almost looks like a modem in itself with a giant antenna thing on it. So it's way more powerful than, say, this. This is what I do. My internet goes out. I try to connect with this to the internet via satellite, and I'll post up on, like, you know, Twitter or my channel page, hey guys, the internet's out. I'll let you know when it's back. So this is like an over-glorified, way more powerful version of this, basically. All right? But he outright said, nah, you're not, he says, you are not going to be able to do your normal work. It's not going to work. It's not that fast. It's meant as an emergency backup. Let's say a business had a point of sale system where they check out customers and their internet goes down. This is a temporary way to keep running transactions, basically. But that's it. That's what it's for. And I said, so does this cost me anything extra? He's like, no, this is part of your package. So whatever you signed up for, this is what you got. It's your backup. But he goes, literally, you can never use it. You don't have to. It's right over there on the floor, okay? He says you can plug it in. It has a battery backup that lasts about 12 hours. So even if your power goes out, it still runs. So you'll still have internet for 12 hours, even if your power goes out. But he's like, yeah, this is, you know, it's all it is. I was like, so why would I want this? He's like, for you, you don't want it. He's like, another business that has, again, sales transactions, that's why they would want it. He's like, you have no reason to have this. So essentially, I got this piece. I was never told by the sales rep I was getting this. I didn't even see that in my contract, but I got it. And so I just have this thing that I have here, you know, sitting around that I don't know if I'll ever get any use out of at all. Isn't that nice, right? So, okay. So he's like, that was one of the main reasons he showed up. That was actually the primary reason why he was sent to the house. Okay? And I was like, so what would have been the other reason? Because everything they told me was that you're doing equipment upgrades. He goes, we're doing no equipment upgrades at all. All I'm going to do is restart your modems with new software. We're going to push a software update out, and you'll get better speeds. But outside of that, everything's the same. And he even admitted, he's like, this could be done from the office. No one had to come out here to do this. The reason that they had me come out here today was money. He goes, that sales rep made a commission. When he made this appointment today, he made his commission. He says, of course, I get paid for being here. So I'm happy I'm here. But he even said to me, he's like, is there something I can do to help you because I'm out here? And I said, well, you know what? You know, I have all this legacy equipment out here, and I would like to see if we can get rid of a lot of it. So he basically, what he did is he went through my house and he looked at all the different lines and everything. And he said, whoa, you still have this? And we were in the bedroom, and I have this little thing. It's a little power adapter in my bedroom, plugged into the wall, and it has a cable line coming out of it. Now, I never understood what it was. It was never explained to me what it was. 9 years ago when I moved in, I was just told, you must always have this plugged into the wall. If not, all your internet will go out. That's what I was told, okay? So if you haven't noticed, every once in a while, my internet goes out, and I say, oops, it was the power adapter in the bedroom. It got loose, and now that's why the internet went down, so we just plugged it back in, and now it works again, okay? So come to find out, you want to know what that was? An amplifier. What is an amplifier? An amplifier is a device used to strengthen the signal of cable and internet in a home where it doesn't really have the capacity to handle what you're trying to do in that home. So, for example, when I first moved here 9 years ago, I had 2 television cable lines, a home phone, and 2 internet lines. This house couldn't handle it. So I needed to have an amplifier in the bedroom that would boost the signal throughout the entire house. And if that amplifier got loose, everything would go off. So he's looking at it, he goes, all you have left, all you have is 2 internet lines. And he's looking at it, he's like, you don't need this. So he's like, let me do something for you. And he went outside, he went to the cable, outside is where all the main lines are, all the boxes. He comes back in, he goes, I'm gonna do this. He unhooks the amplifier, he unhooks a ton of couplers and shit that were in the house. I had extra wires out the ass in this house for no reason. He unhooked a ton of cables, a ton of splitters, all this shit. He goes outside again, he comes back in, let's try your internet. We turn it on, the internet is even faster. He goes, yeah. He goes, what's been happening is your internet's been slower because you've been running it through this amplifier and everything. He's like, you don't need this anymore. At one point you needed it. He's like, all you have is 2 internet lines. You don't need any of this anymore. So now you're going directly to the outside line. You're not being rerouted through your whole home through this amplifier. You're right out to the lines outside. He goes, your internet will now be better. You won't ever have to worry about hitting that stupid thing, getting it loose and losing your internet. And all these extra wires and shit that could be a potential problem have been removed from your home. And I was like, dude, well, now I'm happy you came out here. I mean, at first it was going to be a complete waste of my time because you're telling me I didn't need any equipment upgrades to begin with. But now I'm happy you came out here because you did me a solid, basically. You didn't have to do that, right? So then he goes, well, what about this other appointment? And I said, let's look at it. So we were able to look at it, and basically the other appointment literally was a phantom appointment. I didn't need a second appointment for any install. There was no install. He says that modem you have downstairs is exactly the same modem they're going to give you for that level of internet. If someone comes out, they will literally come, restart the modem, and walk out the door. There's no install to be done. It's another phantom appointment where a sales rep is trying to make a commission. So they're trying to force a second appointment on you, and you don't need it. I was like, wow, that's pretty messed up. So basically, he spent over an hour here, but in the hour he was here, he installed a piece of equipment I will never use, this weird 4G internet device that I'll probably never use. It's too slow to do anything I want to do. But he did upgrade my internet to be faster, and he basically cleaned the house up with all this excess lines and shit. So now my internet is actually going to be better. I was like, okay, great. So basically, all this happens, right? And now he leaves. I'm like, whoa, let me test everything. So I turn everything on. Everything's great, man. Everything in the house is great, But it's funny because then immediately I get a message from the social media team. And they say, so what happened? Because they don't even know. What happened with your visit? And I was like, well, the person who came out here was outstanding. They went above and beyond. They cleaned up a bunch of stuff in my house they didn't need to do. So I give that guy top ratings. If you send me a survey asking me about his service, I will give him the maximum rating possible. All right? And I was like, but I found out a bunch of stuff. I found out that basically you guys have multiple appointments for no reason. You're trying to waste my time to make money. I don't appreciate that. And I want this taken care of. And they go, all right. And the next thing I know, your appointment for next week has automatically been canceled. Yeah, they just canceled it. So, I mean, pretty much admitting I never needed it to begin with. That it was just a way for them to make extra money. Right? So they just canceled it. And that was it. And after that, nothing. Now, was I ever contacted by anyone in regards to the situation like I was told by that scheduling rep? No. Was I given any kind of, actual... I can't even rate the install guy. I would love to. I can't. There's no way to rate him positively. I got an email today asking about the scheduling. Not about the install guy, but the scheduling process. What do you think I rated that? Right? So anyway, that's absolutely ridiculous the way I was handled. I mean, literally 2 hours in a chat to renew my contracts just to be told one thing, not to be explained what I'm actually getting with my contract, because I had no idea that that 4G unit was even part of the contract, not even told that. All right. I get an appointment for an install, come to find out, you know, I didn't even need it installed, right? So that was baloney. Then a week later, I contact them for this second phantom appointment. No one can help me. No one knows anything. I waste another 2 hours talking on phone lines with these people in a circle. No one can help. The social media team says they're going to do something. They do nothing to help. Literally do nothing at all to help. Thank God the install reps know what they're doing. Because the guy was really nice. Probably, and the thing is, I don't think I've ever had a problem with anyone coming out here. And the moment a physical person arrives at your home, they're informed, they're knowledgeable, they're honest, and they help as much as they can. The problem is everything before that. Everything before that is a waste of your time. We don't care. Everything automated, or go to a person who's reading a form or a checklist, or, you know, their stupid instructions. No one can freaking help you. No one. And then you say, well, escalate to someone who can. Oh, we don't have the ability to do that. Then what do you get paid for? Why are you even employed? You do nothing. You just sit there, read a script, and you help no one. Why are they? It doesn't make any sense at all, right? So it baffles me the way these companies are operated today in 2023. So sorry that yesterday we had the interruption. Good news is it wasn't bad. Like, that was the least of the problems. It wasn't a big deal at all. And like I said, my house is better now. I have all these extra lines and shit are gone. The amplifier's gone. My internet works fine without it. This is nice. So I was very pleased with the ultimate resolution. The problem was the hours of wasted time to get there is so ridiculous. Okay? So, yeah, I wish this company were better. But the thing is, I don't even have opportunity to give them feedback to tell them what they did wrong. I don't. How do I tell them? Well, I can't call anywhere. There's no line to call for customer feedback. They sent me a survey, which was click a number. I'm serious. Click a number of rating. Okay, I clicked it. All right, done. Your survey's done. Well, how the fuck did that help you? So, anyway, that's what happened yesterday. So, I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy. 3 years, I'll have better internet. Not really better. It's basically the same speeds. It's better download speeds, which I'll never use. Like, when am I going to use better download speeds, right? Probably never. Upload speed, that's kind of important to me for obviously for streaming and, you know, if we're getting videos to YouTube, but that hasn't really changed. I don't have the top of the line package. There is a top of the line package available, but it's way more expensive than what I'm paying now. And I didn't think that was going to benefit enough from it. If ever I decide to upgrade my equipment where I can like do 4K quality, then I would probably upgrade my internet. And like I said, what I was told was give it another year or two, and they're going to actually start doing major like changes to the kind of internet that they're offering. And when they do that, if I go to the new offerings, I may not need the 2 internet lines anymore. That one internet line might be way better than anything they have now. And therefore, I could just have the one account, cancel the other account, and only have to deal with one from now on. And that's enough sufficient for my whole house. That'll be great. If those days come, I can't wait for that. Okay? So, there you go.